Hello again. I have recently made a hideous and shocking discovery about my ancestry, of which more later. In late 19th century Germany, the concept of the ethno-state was popular. This is a nation in which all the territory is occupied by those of a single ethnicity. This idea has enjoyed something of a resurgence in recent years. For German nationalists, it was summed up by the pithy phrase Blut and boden, blood and soil, meaning that the land would all belong to and be cultivated by those of the same blood, that is to say, ethnicity or race. The feeling is not, of course, confined to Europe. In the African country of Liberia, nobody other than a black person of African heritage may be a citizen. No white person can ever be a citizen of that nation, however long he lives there, and even if he's married to a Liberian woman. They certainly subscribe to our Blut and boden ideology. We see the same in India, China, and Japan, of course. Now, I've always assumed my own ethnicity to be 100% white Anglo-Saxon, with a fairly substantial dash of Celtic thrown in. When I sent off to ancestry.com for my DNA profile a few years ago, this is indeed what it showed. However, they're constantly refining their methods there and sending me updates on what they think are the more precise percentages of my ancestry by ethnic group and geographical region. I received such an update this morning and was utterly horrified by it. I am, however, not a man to deceive either himself or others, and so feel that I should confess to those who watch this channel that I am probably not 100% Saxon and Celtic. Let me read out the latest estimates of my ancestry. 49% southeast and east of England. Well, that's good. That's no more than I expect. 22% Germanic Europe. That's Germany, Austria, Switzerland, parts of Czechoslovakia, and so on. This is fine. I know why that is. 18% Scottish Highlands and Central Lowlands. Yep, that's from my mother's side. 5% Ireland. Fine. 4% the Netherlands. Well, that's good. Same as the Germans, really. And then, almost as an afterthought, Ancestry.com ends with 2% France. This is a real facer and no mistake, and I cannot for the life of me imagine how it's crept into my background. 98% Saxon and Celtic, and then this. I'm sure that people will understand why I am disturbed. It would, I suppose, be worse when the party were looking into the background of General Erhard Milch, who was responsible for rearming the Luftwaffe during the 1930s. They discovered that his father Anton was actually a convert. That is to say, he was a Jew who had become a Christian. Only think, a Luftwaffe general who was a Mischling, that's to say a half-blood. Luckily, Goering famously declared that in the Luftwaffe he decided who was a Jew, and a way round the problem was quickly found. This puts my 2% French ancestry in perspective, but even so, it was an unexpected shock because I've been a keen advocate of Blut boden for some good long while. I could see that I might have to modify my views somewhat.